Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason. We're here in Southwest Ohio. I've got you sitting on the tripod today. Look at that, control you just like that. All right, are you ready for this one? Today we're going to talk about your backyard chickens and having a backyard chicken first aid kit. All right, super important to us. As you see behind us, our chickens are very important to us. All right, we take care of them the best we possibly can. And now this is going to be like, I wouldn't call it a natural, it's not quite natural, but I would call it antibiotic free chicken first aid kit, okay? First off, we keep them all in a tub, all right? We'll keep it in this tub because we can use this tub to soak the chicken if she's like egg bound or something. Okay, if the hen is egg bound, you can use this tub to soak her in it and hopefully possibly get that egg to break free, right? But now in this tub is where we keep all of our supplies. We're talking basics, you know, the average stuff, plus things you maybe just don't think about. All right, sometimes some things in here we may have never even used, but we have it for just in case, right? But in that tub we do have this bag right here. Okay, this is a bag of just the basics. All right, we've got some basic cotton pad rounds. Okay, Q-tips, you're gonna need those. And this right here, vet wrap. Okay, you're gonna find that like a Tractor Supply in the horse section, because it's actually a bigger, it's actually a wider a roll. Okay, because it's meant for horses, but it works really good for chickens. You just gotta cut it down to size. All right, Angela will take that and she'll cut that roll into threes. So this is like a third of it. Okay, and that's for like binding up their feet if there's a wound on it. Okay, that's what a lot of this is for, because their feet are super important, and their feet is probably where you're going to have the largest or the most amount of wounds that you got to bind up. The next thing is about these though, about this vet wrap by 3M. Again, you're going to find it in the horse section, but it has like a bittering agent in it. So like if the chicken happens to want to pull at it, it should leave a weird taste in their mouth, where they don't want to keep pulling at it. You can, however, use the human wrap type stuff. It's got a little different shade to it. I'll show you. Like this right here, we have some. It's got a darker color. This is kind of more like the color of their legs, so it doesn't stand out as much to them, we'll say, and it does tighten down really well. You can use this. We do think this is better. Here's one that's something we've never used, but it's just in case, a blood stop powder. Okay, if they've got a wound that just won't stop bleeding on their foot especially, but you can take this and drop their foot in it or something, or get a bit of it out and put it on a wound, or stick their foot to it or whatever, and it should clot. It should clot the wound. We've never used it. I think it would be a crazy scenario if you had to. Maybe after a predator attack or something that they've survived and you're trying to heal them, like nurse them back to health. Maybe you need that for that, but really it's a rare occurrence you're gonna need something like this. But it's good just in case. Another super rare one is blue coat. We've only used this a few times on one bird. It's something that it just covers the wound. It keeps the wound from being pecked at, because if you have a chicken that's bleeding or it's got a noticeable spot on it, we'll say, that stands out, the other hens may come along and start pecking at it, and if she's bleeding, then they're going to go nuts, because they're kind of bloodthirsty. Chickens are a little vicious, little dinosaurs. But so this is actually gonna look like bluish purplish black almost. Okay, and so you'll just put that on their skin and it'll cover that spot so that the chickens won't see it. And it's got a bittering agent in it that if the chickens do peck it, they're not going to want to keep pecking it, because it's going to be a bitter taste in their beak. Again, but if you use something like that, careful, because the mist does go out, gets on your hands, and it pretty much stains your hands like blue. Okay. One that's really important for us, being in the northern half of the country, especially when you deal with colder weather in the winter, is this right here. It's called Burts Bees Hand Salve. It's a farmer's friend. It's really good for covering their wattles and their comb. Okay, in the coldest of cold weather. We're probably a little conservative with the coldness. They can probably handle colder weather than what we deal with before we use it, but when you get to the below 15ish, below 12 temperatures, that's gonna be really tough on their combs and wattles, the ones that are more prominent anyways. Okay, like this one right here, see that comb? She's gonna need a lot of protection when it gets really cold, but she likes it, don't you, Tootie? Yeah. They can get frostbite. If they get frostbite, it's really painful. This should protect their combs and wattles from getting frostbit as easily. Now, they still can even with that, but it would be some extreme weather. We've had to deal with frostbite on a couple of birds before, and some of them are kind of weird scenarios. One of them was actually the hen got her wattles into the water during the day, because we had like 2 straight weeks of below 20 degrees during the day. So she got her wattles inside the water when she's drinking, and the water froze her wattles because it was so cold during the day. Okay, because like the wattles stay wet. And the next thing that I'm going to show you helped heal that up. This right here, it's probably the most important thing you can have inside of your chicken first aid kit, or any pet as far as that goes, is green goo. It's an absolutely amazing product. See this right here? All these ingredients, it's all natural. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, anytime we've had a foot wound or any kind of wound on their comb, wattles, feet, wherever, they're getting some green goo on it, and that stuff heals it up. It takes care of business. And again, it's all natural, so you don't have to worry about it. It's got, there's a lot of essential oils and extracts and things like that, but also it has beeswax. It also has calendula and comfrey. Okay, super important. I think he even says it has chickweed extract. A lot of awesome things. This is amazing for any of your pets, really, but chickens, it's cash. Apple cider vinegar, organic with the mother. Honestly, it's really good for their gut health. And if you see someone having issues with their gut health, like maybe you notice their poop's too watery, something of that nature is going on, maybe they just feel like they need a little boost, a little apple cider vinegar in their water should help along the way. Sorry, we live next to a kennel, I guess. Another thing that's got mostly natural, if it's not completely natural, I don't think it's all natural, but it's got a lot of good oils and stuff in it, is VetRX. VetRX is so we'll show it again. It is really good for, like, if you feel like they've got a respiratory problem. Okay, you can dab some of that, like they do have nostrils, so like around their nostrils, on their beak. Okay, you can dab some of that there, and use Q-tips for that. Okay, you can get the Q-tip kind of damp with it, dab it around there, put it under their wings or on their legs, or even in the edge of their eyes if they got like any kind of mites, like eye mites or scaly mites on their legs, or any mites under the wings, things of that nature. It's a really good smell. We have one chicken in particular who just loves it. Yes, that's right. She loves smells. You can see her putting her head in the air. She's kind of silly that way, but it's just true. It's just who she is. But it's really good and for all those scenarios, and it's not harmful at all. Smells good. Good calming effect. That's a lot of these things too have a good calming effect. VetRX, green goo, and the next one, Rooster Booster poultry wound spray. All those things have a nice calming effect. They've got oils in them. They give a calming smell, calming scent. They got a cooling effect on their skin and on the wound. See, that's why it's better, I think, than we'll say using alcohol or hydrogen peroxide. This poultry wound spray, okay, it says no alcohol, so don't have any smell or sting of alcohol, and it's not irritating. Well, the thing about it is, if you're holding a chicken and you're trying to work on their feet, they're already gonna be right. They don't want that. This will help along the way, because if you put that burning, irritating solution on their feet, they're going to be more like that. This, very calming, does not burn and irritate. It has tea tree oil, comfrey, myrrh, aloe vera, pretty good stuff. Again, more natural. I'm not sure you'd call it all natural. Yep, it is all natural. Okay, so very good. Now this is it's 25 bucks for a bottle at Tractor Supply. We bought the second bottle I bought today, so we bought 2 bottles in 7 years. Okay, it's not too steep of an investment, but one time it might cost you a bit. Another thing is Rooster Booster. Okay, Rooster Booster's brand. They have other things out there, other products out there for that can be used inside of the chicken's water for energy, nutrients, things like that. We don't have any of those. We don't actively use them. They're not organic, so we try to feed our chickens organic. So if you felt like your chickens needed a little boost and you wanted to try some of that, they do have like vitamin B12 boosters and vitamins, electrolytes, and like a Nutri-Drench. All these things that can be put in their water that might give them a little boost. Rooster Booster does make that, and they are readily available. Now again, as you can see, there was no antibiotics in there. There are antibiotics you can buy that you can mix in with their water and their feed or whatnot. We're not using those. That's not what we try to do. We think our chickens are better off without it. But this right here, while it might seem like quite a bit, most of this is a once in a while, once every 5 years type purchase. Green goo maybe more often. Maybe, depends on if your chickens get into anything or not. But if they get sores on their feet, it's really good for it. Angela has a wrapping process, not a urban hip hop rap, but a vet wrap type thing. This process that she goes through, that wraps up their feet really well with that green goo in there. So if that's something you need, hey, you want to see how she does that, let us know. Next time we might have a process we can show you. But it's all these things. Again, it might be a little bit at one time, but well, you hear what he's here, like the saying is, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. These, don't want to wait until you need the stuff. Get it now, have it on hand, be ready in case you get some kind of random emergency where you've got a bloody chicken and you got to take care of it. It's better to have it on hand than it is to have to run to the store and try to find the stuff right then. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. Hey, my name is Jason. It's Art Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.